Hello you guys, it's Galatius and Latius, and sorry, this will be part 2 because a phone call, but that's okay. So it looks like it's going to be this kind of event. Huh? Okay. So it looks like I literally could finish this today. It looks like. Okay, so let's see. Is it a camera? I forgot what he needed. Shit. I think one of them was a camera and a notebook. Let's see. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, go ahead. Ooh, you sure? Shaw's ID card, Sean. Some personal info is revealed on the doubtable ID card, Sean, male 20 years old. See Sean's file. You decided to jot down some notes. I don't know. How many points do I even have? Oh. My notebook. The skateboard was extremely fast and he appeared in front of me in just a second. Sean! I stood up spontaneously, but his figure just passed by me, and I took a step back, being pushed by the gust of wind. Wait! I turned around hurriedly, worried that the person I had been waiting for such a long time would just disappear, leaving me on edge. Fortunately, the man on the skateboard circled back, then slowed down and braked in front of me. He looked exactly the same as he did last time. His hair was a bit messy due to the skateboarding, but I could hear loud music from the headphones on his ears.
Sorry, there was a traffic jam on the way here.
Oh no, he said with no sense of apology, took a strange music player out of his pocket, turned it off, and put it
What?
back.
You don't recognize me?
Nope. He raised his eyebrows slightly and looked at me with a something smile. Of course I do, but how does the traffic jam delay you since you came on the skateboard? I looked at the skateboard on the ground and complained in a low voice, but he looked unaffected and wasn't embarrassed at all.
Next time when I meet you, I will consider changing my mode of transportation.
What next time? What next time? It's better not to have a next time. I thought so in my heart, while Sean glanced around casually and clicked his tongue with dissatisfaction.
Why did you bring someone with you?
Hey. Who, Dade? I looked back in surprise, yet saw no one. It might be all in my mind, but I felt like someone was watching me. This feeling made me lose my nerves, but I tried to calm myself down. Is someone following me? What does he want?
Take it easy.
Sean pointed at the skateboard on the ground and gestured.
Get on. I'll get you out of here.
Oh, thank you. On this, I have never tried it before. Won't it be too dangerous? After knowing Sean's intention, I shook my head. Skateboarding wasn't suitable at all for people who were not sporty at all like me.
You have two options. Come with me, or stay here.
Ooh. Sean frowned a little impatiently. Although he said I was given choices, I saw no room for negotiation in his eyes. We stared at each other for a few seconds and finally conceded getting on the skateboard because this person would really leave me behind here. Yeah, he would. Slow. I grasped the edge of the narrow skateboard tightly and urged him
You have
anxiously.
to trust my skills.
He stood behind me, and the skateboard started to accelerate along the ramp. I had to strenuously resist my urge to scream, terrified by the vibration of the board and the wind brought from the
But
acceleration.
if you don't keep still, I can't guarantee that I won't throw you off.
Damn it. The belated supplementary instruction with banter led me screaming. How can I still believe since you say like that? Ah! The violent wind blew across my face. The roadside scene became blurry, and my racing heart seemed about to jump out of my chest in the next second. The hand that rested on my shoulder was the only strength that was stable, unshaken, and supportive. The unprecedented experience, the feeling of adrenaline rising, the tension and excitement brought by speed, I gradually forgot about the person who was following me. Interesting. So 881. Okay. Let's go some for more materials. I thought it said disgusted glasses. LOL. Forgotten umbrella. It often rains out of the blue every time I meet Sean, and he would always have an umbrella with him. Incidentally, see Sean. Can he? Okay. When the skateboard slowly decelerated and stopped finally, I actually still wanted to experience more of it. Sean stood with his arms folded, and there was a hint of playfulness in his eyes.
Not enough for you?
Hey. No, I was just thinking about something. I wanted to get on my feet. Yeah. But was caught off guard and fell towards Sean, who was standing aside as my legs were weak due to the lack of blood circulation.
Whoa, I haven't even asked you for payment, and you're so eager to.
Hey. A strange atmosphere with remaining heat surrounded me. Startled, I scrambled out of his arms in a hurry and kept a safe distance of 1.2 meters. I'm not.
Okay, you're not.
He smiled and agreed casually, but I could hear, I don't believe it in every word he said. I'm really not.
Be quiet.
Uh-oh. Sean stopped abruptly, and even I noticed that something was wrong at this moment. The surrounding was totally unfamiliar. The gloomy twilight enveloped the long alley, and the bright neon light outlined the words on the signboard, but it was surprisingly quiet, with no intense music or cheering people. He seemed to be isolated in another world. Is it Black Swan Collective? Uh-oh. I wanted to confirm with Sean, but he didn't answer. I was stunned when he suddenly came over and stood in front of me. Then I saw over his shoulders countless men in black appearing from the darkness. Did they follow me here? My heart skipped a beat at this idea, and I tugged on Sean's coat unconsciously. They may be coming for me. Leave immediately, Sean. They won't harm me. I urged him to leave in a low voice. I was speaking incoherently due to the tension and unknown fear. But Sean, who was standing in front of me, didn't respond, as if he didn't hear me. Anxious, I couldn't help but repeat, I'm serious, quickly.
It's not important.
Sean turned around. His amber eyes reflected a flustered me. He repeated what he just said.
Doesn't matter who their target is.
Oh, interesting. He flashed a striking and cruel smile, while there seemed to be light ignited in his eyes, giving people the chills.
No one can take anything from me.
Damn. I was stunned by his smile, not knowing when I let go of the fingers holding onto his coat. I saw him sneering. In the dark night, the silver-white electric light was flowing on his palms. Like the violent collision of currents made a dangerous sound. Is he also an evolver? Yes. Now all the dots are connected. The thunderstorm, when we met for the first time, his familiarity with evolve. And what else? The air seemed to have stagnated, and an invisible threat was oppressing everyone present. The bright white light occupied my sight. The flying book pages and chaotic light stopped in the air, weaving an electric net right in front of me. This scene seemed familiar. I clutched at my chest, and the incoming shards of memory made it hard to distinguish between reality and falsehood for me. He was obviously protecting me, but why was there a voice constantly warning me in my heart? This man is dangerous. Stay away from him. Nah, we're not gonna stay away from him. Okay. So let's go here. Let's gain some more materials. Okay. Reuse wood. Special cola. Sean's favorite drink is mixing Coca-Cola with Pepsi Cola. He decided to jot down some notes. I will never try that. It's disgusting. I've never heard of that. Let's see. We're getting there, sort of. Student ID card. The legendary and one and only graduate student in the archaeology department of Loveland City is actually Sean. This is yet to be verified. Yeah, me too. Okay. Sean enjoyed overwhelming superiority and finished the battle quickly. Then he withdrew his hands and walked towards me. Looking at his figure approaching, I was in a daze and stepped back unconsciously.
Are you scared of me?
Maybe. Sean seemed to be something me. I was at a loss and tried to avoid his cold stare. I didn't know how to explain it and could only change the topic. Did you get hurt?
I'm not that weak.
Hearing his answer, I felt relieved and took a look at the people who had fallen on the ground in the alley. Are they still alive?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Sean answered vaguely, as if he didn't care at all. But we haven't confirmed what their purpose was. Now that you know you are an evolver, you might be in danger.
So what? Are you worried about me?
He turned around, staring straight at me. Yes. After all, you helped me. Meeting his brilliant eyes, I stuttered to express what I wanted to say. Sean chuckled, shoved his hand in his pockets, and walked forward.
Let's go. Stop explaining.
Why don't you finish listening to what I was saying? 'Cause I don't wanna. I caught him with a few strides and grabbed his sleeve, eager to explain why I stepped back unconsciously just now. Actually, just now
Don't stand so close.
Yes? Interrupted by him. I suddenly realized that the safety distance originally maintained at more than 1 meter was now shortened to less than half of it.
Here we are. If you're looking for me, you can find me here.
Oh. Oh, nice background. Sean stopped in front of the live house and pushed open the heavy door before I could let go of his sleeve. I followed him into the live house, which was no different from the normal ones, but it was empty. It was empty because it's not business hours yet. Are you the boss here? I looked at the environment here with more curiosity. I saw a raucous a row of rock star posters on the wall, which could explain why he was always listening to rock music.
Sure, why not?
I sat down at the bar, looked back at Sean, and returned to the main topic. You said you could provide me with an identity, and now I'm here, so what about the identity?
Here.
Sean glanced at me and took something out of his pocket, tossing it to me. I scrambled to catch it, and placing it in front of me, I was completely astonished. This is my ID card. Give me a second, guys. ID card. When did he get that? My info was clearly written on the white ID card, which was exactly the same as the one I had before. Then a portfolio file was put in front of me. It wasn't as I expected, and besides my information, there were information certifications of several unknown identities. What are these?
These are also you.
Oh. Sean stood behind the bar, fiddling with something, his expression complicated.
How do you feel about a part-time job?
Part-time job,
To
really?
work as an informant gathering intelligence. The reward is this identity.
Oh, thanks. Informant, me? I was shocked. I didn't expect to hear such a proposal. Although I had been in contact with news informants, this was completely new to me. But what's the purpose of being an informant? I still have many more important things to do, yeah.
This is the first step. There will be a next step once you get used to this identity.
Okay. He didn't seem to worry at all that I would reject the offer. Slightly agitated, I took a deep breath to calm down. Why would you want me to be an informant? I don't look like a good candidate, do
People
I?
with blank pasts are the least likely to be exposed.
That's true.
So, do you accept?
I have no other choice. Not hesitating any more, I nodded, looked at Sean, who was watching me, and replied seriously, I accept. I would let you reveal to me the next step. After that, I left this lifehouse without looking back. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Do I need to farm anymore? Let's see. So I have that much. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, this should be enough, I think. Worn sports gloves. Sean pursues the speed, extremity, and excitement brought on by the skateboard. The legend of him still exists on the highest mountain in Loveland City. Seeing Sean's file, you decide to jot down some notes. He kind of loves it. Yeah? I don't know. Okay, so... $52, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, just a little more. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. We got him. Hooray. New intel. Sure. It had been a few weeks since I accepted Sean's offer, but the progress of adapting to the identity of informant had been much slower than I thought. I slipped out of the back door of Loveland's TV station with some files in my hand, relieved. Tomorrow the new intern Dory won't be here, and I could say goodbye to this busy job temporarily. After experiencing several accidental failures, I finally completed a mission assigned by Sean and gained a useful intelligence. I took out my phone and dialed Sean's number, but no one answered as the few times before. Since the last time we met, he seemed to have disappeared and had been out of touch, of course. Even if I went to the live house, the manager would only smile and tell me that he too had no idea. Where on earth did he go? When I was about to put the phone back into my bag, I saw a new message notification on the screen.
Don't call. I'll see you later.
Goodness. Later? Where? Somewhere. I stopped in front of Loveland's University in confusion and looked around. School was over and students were coming and going. I stood on tiptoes and didn't find Sean here. Oh yeah, how could he be here? Realizing what I was doing, I laughed and prepared to leave, but suddenly I saw a familiar figure walking out from the direction of the school building. He was heading straight at my direction, still in his punky-style outfit, with messy blue-purple hair and a rolled book under his left arm. Is that Sean? I couldn't really believe it, and rubbed my eyes, then opened them again to find that I wasn't mistaken. Sean had come up to me in quick steps, raised his head, and greeted me. He seems a little sleepy.
Hey, it's been a long time.
What's up, bro? Yeah, it has. I answered in hesitation, and at the corner of my eye, I saw the word graduate on the cover of the book under his arm. Why would you be walking out of the school building? What are you doing here?
Taking an exam.
Oh. Oh, exam.
Yep. I don't know what the point of an exam is at the beginning of the term.
There was a casual complaint in his tone, and if I looked closely, I could see dark circles under his eyes. Wait, exam? Then I suddenly understood and looked at Sean in disbelief, trying to distinguish any trace of banter. Are you a student of Loveland University? Interesting.
Yeah. Don't I look like one?
You do? Sean took out his student ID and flashed it in front of my eyes. I looked at the words graduate student at Loveland University, still stunned and in full disbelief. This arrogant guy is actually a graduate student, and he's younger than me. I looked at Sean in great shock. His dyed hair, leather jacket with rivets, and raised broken eyebrows. None of these had anything to do with an intellectual.
You must be thinking, he looks like such an ignorant guy. How can he be an obedient college student?
No, I just didn't expect it. Yeah, looking at the obvious threats in his eyes, I stood my head repeatedly to show that I absolutely had no such thought.
Fine. I'll believe you. This time.
Sean chuckled, took a file from the rolled textbook, and gently stroked it on my head.
Here, what you came for.
Thank you. Is this the next mission? I reached out to a file, but all I touched was air. Sean raised his arms and looked at me with his eyebrows raised.
You haven't forgotten that you've only completed one mission so far, have you?
So, this is just the beginning. I think I can adapt to this identity perfectly now. I bounced to try to get the file in Sean's hand, and he didn't stop me. Once the file was in my hands, he said slowly,
Really? Dory, who put the wrong address in the file?
Damn.
You're
Oh,
just
no.
now realizing what's wrong, right?
Yes. I held the file, embarrassed. I thought I finally succeeded in an intelligence mission, yet a mistake was made.
Open the file and take a look.
Damn. I opened the file as he instructed. I thought I would see another intelligence mission, but saw a familiar sign instead. Korewa, this
The
is...
next mission you've been longing for. Are you ready?
Which mission? Didn't you say...
What did I say?
What did he say? Sean smiled while I held the file tightly in my arms, shaking my head. I swallowed the thank you I was about to say and hid it in my heart. We walked forward, and the distance between us was getting closer. Is there any more? No? Oh, okay. How did I get those? I don't know. But I obviously do not have enough. They're just normal inquiry notes. Why? No, so your inquiry notes are just some rants about me. How could you do that? This is a violation of my privacy. You opened it in front of me. I thought you wanted me to read them. Let's see. Mean no harm at all. I don't think your curiosity is just a little. Does the special... Oh, yeah. No. No. Oh, yeah, he's not all... That's right. An actual interest. Okay, so how this card actually works is in others. Yeah, the notebook. So this card works as a wild card. And there's the date. I'm not going to read that right now, But yeah, not an expensive event. I think I had 7,000, so 6. So not too bad of an event. I don't think you get free tries, which is why I finished it today, because usually things like this here, when you have stuff like that, you don't get any free tries. So be careful, because when you click on stuff, you're actually spending your diamonds on this. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and can't wait to evolve him. That's gonna be fun. Yep, and I'll see you next time, my friend. Bye bye.